Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. So, you sent us the sources on Omio. It used to be Gurio, right?
That's the one.
And today, our mission really is to try and figure out how this single platform manages to simplify travel planning. Because honestly, it can feel like a total nightmare sometimes, especially across different countries.
Yeah, it's a nightmare Omio is built to tackle. It's almost less about just travel and more about data, making sense of it all.
Yeah, okay.
You've got all these fragmented, sometimes really old transportation systems out there. So instead of you spending hours hopping between, I don't know, 10 different websites.
Which we've all done.
Exactly. The platform basically acts as like a translator. It pulls together the key info you actually need, the routes, the fares, gives you that knowledge.
Right, the synthesized knowledge.
Yeah.
And that translation piece, that seems to be the core value.
Fundamentally, it's a travel search and booking platform, yeah.
Comparing and selling tickets for trains, buses, flights, and ferries, too, all in one spot.
Precisely. And that brings us straight to what makes it different, this multimodal comparison thing.
Okay, multimodal, so comparing different types of transport.
Yes, and the scale of it is kind of mind-boggling. We're talking about pulling in routes, schedules, fares from over 2,000 transport providers.
2,000, wow. That's huge. But how do they even manage that? I mean, the data must be all over the place, right? You've got high-speed trains in Europe, local buses, flight systems.
That's the analytical hurdle. You nailed it. How do you standardize it? Flights often use these global distribution systems, GDS, which are fairly standard.
Right.
But trains and buses, that data is super localized, often stuck in, let's say, less modern systems. Proprietary APIs, old protocols, you name it.
So hitting that 2,000 mark wasn't just about quantity. It was about cracking the code for each type.
Exactly. It meant building these really sophisticated connectors, these digital translators, basically, to talk to all these different systems, often in real time. That's how they cover, what, 35-plus countries now, mainly Europe, but they're pushing into the US, Canada, South America, Southeast Asia, too.
And the payoff for sorting out all that data mess, it's better routes for the user, presumably.
That's the idea.
Ah.
It's not just, is the train cheaper than the flight? It might figure out, okay, take this local bus for the first part, then connect to a faster, maybe cheaper train for the main leg.
Ah, so it finds those clever combinations that save you time or money.
Yeah.
That combined route knowledge is what you're really getting.
Well put. And, scale and clever routes are great, but it needs to be easy to actually use. Which leads us to the features that, get you on your way.
Like actually buying the tickets.
Right. It functions as a direct booking platform. You can buy tickets for the trains, the buses, flights, ferries, all four right there. One transaction.
That avoids the headache of using multiple websites, maybe in different languages, different payment systems.
Yeah. It's definitely a single secure transaction. And think about the practical stuff when you're actually traveling internationally. Finding a printer, stressful. Losing signal just when you need your booking details, even worse.
Oh yeah, border crossings with no Wi-Fi are the worst for that. So what's the tech fix?
Mobile tickets are key. E-tickets, QR codes, all stored right there in the Omio app. No printing needed.
Okay, that's essential now.
And critically, the sources mention offline access. So your book tickets, your journey details, they're saved on your phone. You can pull them up even if you're completely offline. That's huge.
That is huge. Peace of mind right there. What about when things change? Delays, platform changes?
That's where the live updates come in. It aims to give you real-time info delays, cancellations, even platform numbers sometimes. It's like having a little travel assistant in your pocket for when things inevitably go sideways.
Your pocket travel companion, I think they called it.
Something like that, yeah. And they've covered the other bases too. Secure payments, obviously, major credit cards, Google Pay, PayPal, the usual suspects.
Yep.
And interestingly, you can often apply your existing loyalty cards, like for specific train operators, and sometimes access special fares like student discounts, all through the app.
So they're bridging that gap between being a big global platform and still handling those local details and discounts.
Seems like it. They've managed to connect the global aggregation with those hyper-local rules.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We started talking about this massive, complex travel mess. Omio's approach is to absorb all that complexity, the routes, the times, the tickets from thousands of providers, and synthesize it. Give you one clear picture, one place to book. It's basically knowledge delivered quickly.
It is. It's about providing that synthesized knowledge and the means to act on it. Which makes me think, if you consider how deep this integration goes, combining buses, trains, flights across, 35-plus countries handling the actual ticketing?
Yeah.
What does that mean for the old school loyalty programs, the ones tied to just one country's train system or one specific bus network? Does the rise of these powerful global multimodal platforms like Omio eventually force those traditional siloed loyalty programs to either integrate somehow or maybe just fade away?
That's a really interesting question. Does global convenience trump local loyalty perks?
Mm.
Definitely something for our listeners to mull over.